So great to be here on the day before Thanksgiving, whetting our appetites with some NBA basketball, Greg. It gets no better than this.
I'll tell you, these teams seem to be really hungry, right? Guys love winning the holiday games. It just makes victory and that turkey tomorrow taste a little bit sweeter.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. They can out there with Carter. And there's Bottoms. And it's Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Ryan. Great D that time from Tatum. For the Celtics, they come into this one following a loss to Orlando. It's stolen by Cunningham. Pass to Bottom. Here's Ryan. It's deflected. Chase the pass to White. Here's Houdini. Covered by Cunningham. And G with the stuff.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Now Brown, following the three-point attempt by Cade Cunningham, and G with the stuff.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And that's something Cunningham takes pride in. Sharp read with that pinpoint pass.
Outside Tatum. Takes it inside.
And taking it to the rim with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. It's stolen by G. Pass to Houdini. And he's good on the three ball. Houdini's got 6.
Great ball over there.
Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Outside White. White setting the pig for Tatum. Back to White. And White with the stuff.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their play.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
And that one falls for White. When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't. And most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Right in the middle of the group stage of the NBA Cup. And here are the standings.
At this point, if you're towards the bottom of the group, it's going to be hard to climb up. It's really tough making the knockout stages only 4 of the 15 teams in each conference advance.
Pass to Cunningham. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And it's Carter missing. Celtics leading by 10. Here's Houdini. There's a good screen. Back to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. He moves. Out of hand on it. Buying the pass to Cunningham. Over G. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Here's Tatum. A special move before the shot.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Cunningham passes to Bottoms. Pass to Ryan. Over Tatum. Ryan, no good.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Tatum passes to Houdini. Cunningham with the block.
Oh, great anticipation by Cunningham, managing to get his hand on that shot.
White looking around. Outside Tatum with the drive. Back to White. Puts it up. Good. It's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game. And Duran slams it in.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Pass to Houdini. And it's G finishing it off.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity with both teams tonight.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with them. For him.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Celtics on D, leading by 12. Pass to Bottom. Now Carter lets it go from deep. Hits the three-point bomb. Carter's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Pistons. Brown outside. Now Tatum. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. Carter outside. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Carter. And Detroit again with the bucket.
The assist, Cade Cunningham.
Here's Houdini. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Brown outside. Here's Houdini. Puts up a deep three. Unable to get that one.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside Carter. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Detroit. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the third best record in the conference. But of course, Boston tied up with them.
And you know, for the Celtics, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you've got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Here's Ryan, and he slams it one-handed.
Oh, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
Here's Pritchard. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Round the pass to Hauser. Stolen by Carter. Over Pritchard. Again, the Pistons good for two.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
Here's Hauser. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. To stop the drought, here's Chase, and G with the stuff.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allen.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so...
And so, the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Tobias Harris comes in for Big Cat. And it's Thompson in for Bottoms. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. It's a three-point game. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. Yeah, it was rough.
Pritchard against Cunningham. 6 to shoot. Here's Pritchard. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
He's not going to back down from anyone. Got to commend the fearless attitude right there.
Now, here's Cunningham. 23 points for him the last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
Okay, look, when you play aggressively, you can really get to the line. Just ask him.
So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Pritchard against Cunningham. Pritchard passes to Brown. Over Carter. Brown, no good. And here are the Pistons. They're on a 16-6 run. Pass to Harris. Stewart down low. Hauser defending. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Chase. And it's G finishing it off.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Austin with the ball, following the three by Detroit. Here's Pritchard. Over Cunningham. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Hunter on the wing. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Chase. Oh, he jams it right over Tobias Harris. Wow!
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Now, here's Cunningham. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game.
A moment now to see the numbers for Jaylen Brown. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And back to your point, he's second in three-point accuracy. A lot of that has to do with mental toughness. It's just hard to force him out of his comfort zone. Now, here's Brown. He's coming off a 16-point game against Orlando. 11 feet away. And it's shot back by Carter. Shot clock in game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Cunningham inside and building a foul and able to get that one off.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Good from Cunningham.
And you gotta love Cunningham with the way that he's just always under control. He wants to play at his pace, methodically breaking down the defense.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Cunningham against Pritchard. Like it sits. Pass to Hauser for the three. The shot, no good. And still a close game. Into the first quarter comes to a close. Celtics lead by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge.
On the block, it's Tatum with Queta. Derek White is out there with Houdini, and it's Hauser in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Houdini. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Ryan. Duran a screen. There's the lob. Duran hammers the alley-oop through.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Queta. Nothing on the board. And here's Tatum for 3. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Good job by Tatum to exploit the space just outside the arc.
Jenkins with a screen for Thompson. Basket counts. Thompson's got the game tied up here for the Pistons.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got to be thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Right the pass to Hauser. Now here's Tatum. Brought it closer. It's stolen by Duran. Pass to Jenkins. Here's Ryan. Hauser defending. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging.
And the first one drops. That one misses. You watch Jason Tatum, Richard. He looks comfortable in everything he does.
And even though it's a hard game, he just makes it look so easy. And I think being an NBA champion, that's giving him a little boost in confidence.
Now here's Tatum. He has 7, stolen by Thompson. And here's the fast break. Here's Ryan. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Check out the stats for Houdini. This last month, he's been positively spectacular, averaging about 22 points per 14 assists and 6 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, but really his main asset is being a playmaker.
Great handle, great vision. That's how he drops so many dimes.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's White. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And we also have seen them continue to fire from deep. With the results they're seeing, you can understand why.
And that one falls for White. Pistons have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Pass to Ryan. Duren a screen. Ryan the pass to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that ball? White the pass to Houdini. 3-pointers off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was on it.
And Duren slams it in.
Number 13.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Tatum wide open and fires one. No good from outside. Pistons leading by 4 to the left wing. There's Bottoms. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And defensively, he's been all over the place, wreaking havoc and pouncing on a number of steals.
Offensive rebound. From deep three-point land. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Outside Tatum. Pass to Hauser. Here's Houdini. Shoots. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And that's now 10 points for Houdini.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Bottoms. Light covering. Bottoms can't get it to go. Down to the Celtics. Their shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Houdini. Just 5 to shoot. And again, it's Boston converted. Detroit's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Jenkins. During the pass to Ryan. And the shot is good. Ryan's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Get off right now for Public Entertainment.
Jaylen Brown comes in for Sam Hauser. Well, every team needs rebounding. Let's check out the league's top rebounders. You look at G. He does a great job inside. One of the top rebounders in the league. And, of course, Big Cat.
Guys, we're lucky to get to watch two of the league's most outstanding rebounders on the same court here today.
Here's G. He's coming off a 22-point game against Orlando.
Okay, look, when you play aggressively, you can really get to the line. Just ask him.
Here's Houdini for three. Ryan with the rebound. Ryan's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Well, Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great...
Tatum capping off the alley-oop.
Oh, completely in sync. Tatum knew exactly when to get up for that pass.
Pistons have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts a drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff is now give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. For Thompson. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. Now, here's Cunningham. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. And then Carter with the jam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Houdini. Here he's it from three-point range. Houdini's got 9 points now in the quarter. 6 changes of the lead here.
Both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Pass to Ryan. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bottoms. Light covering. Rebounded by Tatum. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one. Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
Pass to Ryan. Now Duren. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. A nice shot by Bottoms. Bottoms got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, he's just a confident shooter from the three-point range, even with the D hovering near him.
A shot by Houdini, no good. Carter for 3. And it's White with the rebound.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Dustin, no good that time either. The Pistons leading. Cunningham outside. Pass to Ryan. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Cunningham right side. And Duren slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Outside Tatum. White setting the pig for Tatum. And the call will go against Big Cat. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Tatum at the elbow. Pass to Houdini. Tatum a screen. Shield from out of the wing. He knocks it down. Houdini's got 17.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hot.
To the left side wing. Bottoms the pass to Duren. Cunningham outside. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
And let's check out stats for Big Cat. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's putting up 29 points a game, 12 rebounds, and just over 2 steals. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
Yeah, this last stretch, it has been unbelievable to watch him get going on the glass. And it's been reflective in the stat sheet.
And that one's good. Houdini.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Cunningham passes to Drew. To Cunningham. Pass to Ryan. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. There's Bottom. Tight covering. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. For the Detroit Pistons, they won their last contest, that game against the Pacers.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
It definitely made things easier for them. When the other team is just handing you the ball back, you've got to make them pay for it.
Detroit, no good that time either. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Tatum. Tatum gets it to go inside.
Well, Tatum is the obvious option for the catch and shoot. He's such an efficient scorer.
Carter outside. Pass to Ryan. And sets the screen for Cunningham. It's stolen by G. Inside. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by G. Now it's a 5-point Celtic lead.
And after struggling out the gate, he's looked more confident. And it's why his teammates have continued to feed him.
Pass to Ryan. Carter looking to run. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Celtics leading by 5. Here's White. Here's Chase. Here's Houdini. And the call will be Houdini. That is his first foul of the game.
Great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Pistons trail by 5. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Driving to the basket. During the rebound by the Celtics. They've held a 12-point lead early. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics out in front, up 5. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
On the court now with J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach, as we approach the second half, what's going to be the deciding factor?
Just maintain. I think there were some things defensively that we left on the table where we gave up some cheap ones because we didn't communicate. So we solved those. I think we give ourselves a good shot going into the half.
All right, thanks so much, Coach.
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot drums.
Hello, everybody. Let's start out with a look at the recently announced Players of the Week. So, who would you nominate as our own Player of the Week, Jed?
Ernest, I got to give the award to you. You've been outstanding lately. I mean, really, you have.
Me? Wow.
Kenny, stop kissing up. Jeez.
Oh, I'm not kissing up, Shaq. You know, you're the one who's got all the commercials during the break and all that. You're kissing up.
Anyway, the people that spoken got to give them what they want, Kenny.
All right, looking back now at that first half, we just saw some obstacles to overcome for the Pistons.
Even teams that have great shooters have to be selective. They're hucking it up from beyond the arc, hoping for the best. It reminds me of my free throws. Almost, mostly bricks.
It's like they went to the O'Neal three-point shooting academy.
Very funny.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been a clinic out there by Houdini.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Here's Cunningham. Tipping off the second half. Here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Cade Cunningham out there with Bottoms. Then there's Jalen Duren. Then there's Carter. And it's Ryan in at the power forward. Quickly, let's check out the league leaders in assists. Look at Houdini, currently 5th in the league in assists. Such court vision.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness
Take a break.
really
Take a
rubbing
break.
off on the
Two
rest
shots.
of the team.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Celtics leading by 4. White, wide open. He fires on the 3 off target. Cunningham outside. Back to Carter. From the arc. Rebound by Houdini. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Ryan's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Bottoms. Cunningham outside. There's Bottoms. Kept the line. And Duren slams it in.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
For the lead, a nice shot by Bottoms. Bottoms got 6. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And here is Tatum. He's got 13. On the clock. Oh, what strength and power from Tatum.
When you need to create a shot late in the clock, just get it to Tatum.
Cunningham with it. Pass to Ryan. Over Tatum. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Now Tatum, 15 points in the game, and they're moving it up. And the call on the shot that sends into the line. He covers on Jason Tatum. The Pistons shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
First one falls. So he hits both. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
You must select your dancing shoes at home. Let's see. Keep on dancing.
Wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. First in shooting percentage. And don't forget top 5 in the league in points per game. He's a premier offensive threat night in and night out.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds. What a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Pass to Houdini. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Pistons.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Pistons have shot 75% of the strike, 6 of 8.
Shooting for Detroit. Ryan at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
One falls for. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Celtics trail by 5. Here's the screen. And shot by Houdini, no good. And the Pistons with possession. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. A steal, and here's the fast break. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Austin shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
At the line, James. the line, shooting one.
And that one misses. Detroit leading by 3. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And Carter has it in the corner. No one near him. And off the glass. That one's good. Ryan's got the lead up to 5 now for the Pistons. Boston's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. They set the pick. Pass to Tatum. Shoots. And another basket for Boston.
And that's probably his most dangerous weapon. Tatum just has a smooth jumper.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Off target from outside. The Celtics have gone 3 of 7 on field goals outside the second half. A shot by Houdini, no good.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Celtics trail by 3. Down low. Here's Chase. Oh, took back by Carter. To the paint. Here's Cunningham. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
The assist.
Cunningham's got 6 points. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Pistons.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
How about the ball hockey defensively, moving their feet, anticipating, and then also coming up with steal.
Here is Cunningham. He has 6. 6 to shoot. Pass to bottom. Offline with his 3.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Here's Houdini. 2 points for him. Right the pass to Tatum. With nobody on it, he carries the jumper. And it's now only a 1-point Detroit lead.
We see this from Tatum often, and it never gets old. Just scoring at will.
Carter outside. It's good from long range. Carter's got 21 in the game.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
It's stolen by Cunningham. Now Detroit moving it up. Here's Ryan, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
There's Bottoms. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Over Tatum. And it comes off the front of the rim. Celtics trail by 6. White dishes to Tatum. To the middle. It's tipped. 5 on the clock. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And you gotta love the big get in the paint in this sort of a grind it out game.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. In fourth, the Pistons.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Celtics on D. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Bottom. Here's Ryan, guarded by Tatum. 4 on the shot clock. Detroit, no good that time either.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Count that bucket. Now just a 2-point Detroit lead.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Inside. Here's Ryan, guarded by Tatum. Carter against Brown. The shot's good from Carter. Carter's got 24.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
It's stolen by Duren. Throws it up high. Stolen by Tatum. Brown outside. Pass to G. The kick out to Tatum. The three-pointer, no good.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
There's Bottoms. White covering. Bottoms. That shot off. White with the defensive effort. Celtics trail by 5. Rebound by the Pistons. Ryan's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Now, here's Cunningham. He has 6. Pass to Carter. To Cunningham. Elbow shot is on the way. G with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
To the inside. Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beats you in so many different ways.
Carter outside. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Celtics have gone 8-16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Right the pass to Chase. Here's Houdini. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
White bounce pass. That one's good. Houdini. Houdini's got it all tied up now for Boston. Pass to Ryan. Carter outside. From deep. Hands it from downtown. Carter's got 27.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the trigger on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And the call's going to be, yes, this is an illegal screen.
Beyond the leading, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
The Pistons making a change here. Stewart's checked in for Jalen Duren. Harris comes in for Big Cat. Ausar Thompson, he's checked in for Carter. And it's Jenkins in for Cade Cunningham.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Harris on the double team. Richardson outside. Rebound, Detroit. Thompson outside. Inside. Here's Bottoms. That's it. Coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's 8 points for Bottoms. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Archer with the ball. Pass to Vucevic to the wing on the left. Here's Shireman. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Pistons lead by 5. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with court vision and dive dropping the ball.
3 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the block, it's Tatum with Tatum. Peyton Pritchard out there with Houdini. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. He's in the game for the Celtics.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. He's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Pritchard passes to Houdini. Fires the 3. That shot, no good.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Harris finds Carter. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Carter's got 30 points.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Take him down low. Harris is there. Up it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Tatum. Carter outside. Harris outside. His first shot coming late. And Pritchard pulls it down.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Lock at 6. Tatum against Hicks. And a miss there on the triple.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole three-pointer came in the first half.
Carter outside. Pass to Ryan. Shoots over Hauser. Ryan, no good. And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Celtics. Up top, Tatum. Guarded by Harris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Harris.
One of the best players in the game today. Tatum's work ethic and hunger to win more championship is special.
At the line for 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
We talked about Tatum's offense, and for good reason, but his play on the defensive end is really valuable for this team.
And so Tatum nails them both.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Here's Ryan. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Pass to Tatum. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Pritchard. Here's Hauser. Ryan with the rebound. Ryan's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Now here is Carter. Here's the 3. Rebound Boston. Tatum's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Houdini. Good. It's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 4th assist in this one. Pistons leading by 3. Cunningham passes to Thompson. Here he goes. Back to Cunningham. Carter with the 3. Detroit, no good that time either.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Tatum setting the pick for Pritchard. In the corner, Tatum with it. 6 to shoot. Over Harris. Tatum's shot is off. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field. Well, it's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Here's Ryan. Lays it up off the glass. And it's now 26 points for Big Cat.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Driving in. Pass to Houdini. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Here is Cunningham. Harris outside. Carter outside. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist from Carter. Carter's got his 3rd assist on the night. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Houdini. Tatum on the wing. Taking that tough shot. Jason Tatum.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this.
I'm sure they wish they made this run sooner, but they've still got time to come away and steal this one.
Here's Cunningham. Banked in off the glass. Cunningham's got 4 points in the quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Houdini, defended by Carter. A shot by Houdini, no good. Detroit leading by 4. Thompson outside. To the middle. Here's Cunningham. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Shooting a great clip in the second half. He made some nice adjustments in the locker room.
And it's Hauser in the corner. Here's Houdini, defended by Carter. Shields. Ryan with the rebound. The Pistons have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Jalen Duren comes in for Harris. And it's Bottoms in for Thompson. Over in the corner, Brown. Wide a screen on Carter. Here's Brown. Sent back by Carter. Cunningham up top. Cunningham with this slam.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Building out this lead brick by brick, they have taken a very methodical approach.
Over in the corner, Brown. Down low. It's stolen by Duren. Pass to Ryan. It's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Outside Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And it's Detroit's ball. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming out.
The officials are all over that.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Pistons. Ryan. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw is good.
He's dialed up his aggression here in the second half, consistent in working himself to the line.
He makes both free throws. Celtics trail by 12. Tatum with the screen on Cunningham. They get it again.
You can just see the frustration right on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
The first free throw is good. That one is no good. Detroit leading by 13. Here's Bottoms. Pass to Duren. There's the lob to Duren. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Duren pulls it down. Detroit with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. And the call will go against Houdini. It's his third foul of the game. And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Here's Bottoms, light covering. Carter up top, shoots, and he drains the jam.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
All right, fans, give it up for something entertainment.
For our presentation of our player of the game, Big Cat.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show. Worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he could do on that court tonight.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. It's White on the wing. Here's Houdini. Knocks down the three.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Carter. 1:52 left in the fourth.
Boston foul. First personal foul, fourth team foul. At the line for the Pistons, Ryan taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. Outside Brown. Here's Houdini. The three doesn't go.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
There's Bottoms. And as the NBA gets more involved in global basketball, Richard, you and I were just talking about this. Commissioner Silver wondering about shortening games to 40 minutes. What are your thoughts?
Well, in the game of 2K, I think the sweet spot is about a 5-minute quarter. But in real life, if you change 48 minutes, there will be a revolt.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Pistons.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Big Cat.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And it's blocked. And so the Pistons can now just hold on to the ball. And here's Cunningham. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. And this is a big win for them in the NBA Cup as they move to 2-1 in the group stage.
And if they can win their final group stage game, it's likely that they're going to advance to the next stage.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Big Cat.